Hello and welcome to another late night Bitcoin update. Bitcoin broke out. Obviously, I just made the live stream today, asking the question, can we get a new 2023 record high? And yeah, in 2023, the Bitcoin price has made a new high and continues to outperform other asset classes like gold, silver, nat gas, and so on. Congratulations, we are definitely in the correct asset class. Okay. And I think most people are happy about the move up. It's good to see some action in the crypto market. It's good to get some interest back into the market. And essentially, we start to see those uptrends being fulfilled. We already were waiting for exactly this move back in July. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a deeper setback before the move up started now finally, but second attempt, and it is working out. Movement today, I think, not necessarily surprising. I mean, we saw strength, we saw the uptrend pushing against resistance. In these times, you have to be prepared for that. I even indicated to you that we do not need to get a pullback before a breakout. So the market basically can break out straight away. The problem is if we get a breakout straight away without another pullback, we have a less solid base, but we'll see. The trend is up. And for me, I think, I was tempted to sell a little bit of BTC, ETH maybe, but ETH hasn't really moved much. But, tempted to sell a little bit of BTC. But then I thought, look, I think it's the time for hodling, honestly. At least that's my view. And if not, that's fine as well. But that's my view because it shows strength. It's been a crazy year. And Bitcoin should have already ideally broken out in July, and it was just a little bit delayed. Now, this is exactly the reason why I've been preaching throughout this entire bear market to basically for most people, accumulating a core position is the best thing to do. I would argue anybody who simply accumulated a core position while managing cash, position sizing, is much better off than most people who've been trying to trade the waves. But obviously not everybody, but I guess most people would be. And either way, it is a very stress-free way of trading. So I'm not touching my core position yet. We seem to be in this third wave. The targets for the third wave have been on the chart for many, many weeks, months actually, several months, here between 43 to 53K roughly. I measured that in the previous video. And the problem is this could still be a B wave top, a high B wave, and that is because of the structure here. But at the moment we are following the uptrend, as I already highlighted to you last week. We're following the uptrend until anything breaks, until something breaks. And what else to highlight? Anybody on Telegram and Discord was made aware, I think it was on Friday, I would need to look it up, it doesn't matter. Thursday, Friday or Saturday, that we are going to expect further upside here and eventually a breakout. As long as something breaks to the downside, we're going to follow the more direct upside pathway. And what else is there to highlight? So what I cannot tell you is how long this is really running. I mean, essentially, this is the target range, okay? And we've always said that if we get a breakout and the FOMO kicks in, it could go quite quickly because there is not much there in terms of historical support resistance. Last time as well on the downtrend there, it dropped quite quickly from around about 48K to 30 and then lower. So it overcame now this 30K resistance, 32K, and could go quite quickly to around about 48. I mean, this is certainly the next key level to watch, right? This is certainly going to be the next key level to watch. So our FIB extensions point towards the area next pivot between 43 and 53K. If things settle down a little bit and we get a little bit more structure into this, then I will also be able to define that target a little bit clearer. Maybe it will move a little bit. Essentially, they are moving targets, but that's sort of the first, let's say, landmark target. And it is based on the idea that we have here a 1-2 setup. And this is the target that's been on the chart, right? Between the 1.236 extension and the 1.618 extension. And after that, we should get a wave 4 pullback. But a third wave can run, okay? And from a strategic point of view, in a third wave, you don't want to make your position too small. Typically not. You just want to track bullish support. And one more thing to mention, because it feels like we're now in sort of unknown territory. You know, it feels like we knew this area down there so well. Now we're sort of in new territory. It feels very exciting. If we add the volume profiles, then you can see that from a volume profile point of view, there's going to be a little bit of a spike here that starts around 37K, maybe even 36 to 40K, I would say. The price could slow down there a little bit. And then there isn't much until 48. So I think 48K will be a very significant level. I remember that level from March last year when we obviously talked about this. And yeah, it's crazy how quickly it goes. So I think we're still early anyway. I think the crowd hasn't arrived yet. I think if this carries on a little bit and people will read it in the news, you know, that Bitcoin has moved, then people will get back into crypto. Volume on the exchanges will go higher and stuff like that. It will be good for the crypto market. But obviously the challenge now is to hold above the breakout point. So we want that the 32K level holds. Below that level, it will get, again, very, very challenging for the bulls from a structural point of view. Now, talking about FIB support, I'm still tracking here the 61.8 retracement. That's ultimately the key. Only below that level, I will flip bearish again, okay? So as long as 29,500 is holding now, I focus on the upside, but I will already start to doubt that a little bit if we break below basically the breakout point around 32K. But yeah, until then, this pushes higher. I cannot yet see a fourth wave. Here, I will highlight to you if I see one possibly tomorrow when things have settled a little bit. Everything's very overheated at the moment. But yeah, everything's going basically in line with the trend. I did explain to you, as long as we're holding this trend line, we can focus higher more directly. And on the daily RSI, I shared that with you earlier today. A good example why we don't want to use the overbought indicator as an indicator that something might turn bearish again, because a lot of people do that. As I always say, we use oversold to buy. Okay, those were all buy signals. I shared them with you in previous videos. Those were all buy signals. They worked out tremendously well. And here we invalidated a bearish divergence. That is when I really flipped short-term bullish as well. That was on Thursday, I think. Roughly, Wednesday, Thursday. Until then, we did say, okay, it is more likely to go down lower. It is more likely to go down lower before going up, but it was the right time to flip, and reading the signals that the market gives us. Yeah, so very important. And I mean, overall, the question that the bear market low was already in, I think we had answered that already for us anyway. And now it's all about, you know, how high can we go and what does need to hold in terms of support to keep pushing. Ultimately, this can still fail. I mean, you know, I'm not telling you that this is now going to definitely reach the target range up there. It will literally depend on support. It is a difficult market still. We haven't got a very clear bottoming structure. So what we do is simply just track support and focus on the trend, as long as the trend is on our side here and as long as we're holding support. So, but maybe we can add a little bit more micro counts tomorrow. It's very late now here, and the price is literally just broken out. So everything's a bit overheated. I think it's good to see if things settle down a little bit, how the next few hours develop. If Bitcoin can sort of sustain above 32K, I think there's a good chance. I definitely not going to touch my portfolio yet. So that's all good. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you're interested in the membership, you get access to, as a member, you get access to the weekly live streams every Sunday. You get access to the Discord and Telegram chat rooms, educational content about mindset, FOMO. Yeah, so we try to help you with FOMO. You know, lots of stuff about trading, TA, Elliott Wave, and as a gold member, you get access to short-term market updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.